Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of D3 on 3 XP. Special episode talking about Michigan State versus Florida Atlantic. The first game of college football season, man. Got my guy Breed in the building, man. Breed, what's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. Tough victory, but a win is a win, man. But other than that, I'm feeling good. The start of Michigan State football season, so I'm excited, man. Very excited about it. I know it's gonna be a journey, so I'm gonna ride that journey and see what this team do.
Absolutely, man. So, as y'all know, to those who watched today, Michigan State with a victory 16-10. It was an ugly game for both teams. But Michigan State able to come up with the victory. It was close. It didn't look like the. I mean, it's first game of the season. I get it, but you know, Michigan State just didn't, especially offensively, didn't look themselves today. Their defenses carried them really pretty much a majority of this game. So, um, yeah. So 16-10, Michigan State. Just want to go a little recap right quick, man. Listen, um, Michigan State started off in the first quarter. Aiden Childs did throw an interception, one of his first two passes of the game, but they was able to, you know, their defense able to get a safety, get a sack with that safety. So they end up with the 2 points. So the defense did step up. That defensive line, especially Daquan Duce, he was unbelievable today.
Yeah.
Especially when he got that sack and safety today, he was unbelievable. That defensive line was unbelievable today. They got some
Mhm.
pressure on the quarterback a lot often than ever, man. And so they sacked them um, pretty significant amount. We're gonna go over the stats a little bit. So um, but yeah, Michigan State, they came out like I said in the first quarter. Like I said, it was 2-0. Um, at the first quarter, um, it was just Michigan State had some opportunities offensively, turnovers, penalties. We're going to get into in a little bit as well. We're going to talk about those turnovers and penalties, but yeah, the really much the first quarter was like guys is trying to get their feel in and stuff, and Aiden Childs, um, it was some throws, man. That in the receivers they didn't see eye to eye. Well, that comes with timing. That's gonna come with time with that. So I'm not gonna not it's not a big concern yet because it's just the first game. So but Bree, tell me, what is your thoughts and what is your feelings about this victory and what just go ahead and elaborate what is your feelings about this victory, brother.
Well, I think the thing is, man, it's of course it's a hard for a victory. Any way you can get a victory is cool. Um, we, we expect this is a young team and they've had so many players on this team, so they're really trying to get the adjustment of this. And this is the first game, so they got a lot of freshmen on this team, and they got a lot of transfers. So I think they got about uh, 8 or 9 juniors and seniors and stuff like that. So this is a fairly young team. So they're gonna make their mistakes. A Childs, he's 18. He's gonna make some mistakes, but it's good to get this off on the first game instead of these big games against these big schools. So it's good to get this out early. Yeah, he threw a
Absolutely.
couple picks, but you know what I'm saying? He stayed poised. I feel like they should have. I think the offensive line should have help in the run game because it's been times where Nate Carter was just like, "Bruh, are y'all gonna block?" Or it's
Hmm.
just like it was a lot of times with that. And they got a young receiving core. They got Velling, who's gonna be a tight end, but they got some weapons. But this is the new game. And I thought it would play good. I ain't
Absolutely.
put on defense. That played well, but
Absolutely.
just but the way that this defense, like you said, this defense saved the game. With the offensive struggles, the defense saved it. Even though, Florida Atlantic's quarterback was struggling a little bit, he threw a couple picks as well. But this is a tough Florida Atlantic team, a very tough, good coach team.
Yeah.
So it's nothing that, have your heads down on this one. This was a hard fought team. And to have a victory like this and to have it early in the season, I think it's going to help this team out, man. But the defense definitely played well. The offensive line has to get better, has to block better, especially in the run game. Um, Got to have reliable receivers. And I like Foster. He has to be that number one guy. He has to want to be that number one guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just the first game they're getting it out the way. But I think this team is gonna be fine, man. I think they're gonna be fine. They're gonna have their struggles being a young team, but I think they're gonna be fine. It's just the first game, so it's nothing
Absolutely.
to
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Spot on everything you were saying. Um, let's just go ahead and talk about the team
Mhm.
stats. As the first downs, Florida Atlantic has 18 of Michigan State's 14. Um, the rushing, it was 8, and 4. This is the biggest one right here to me. These are both teams. They did well on third down conversions. Michigan State, I just felt that they had a little more opportunities to convert on third downs. It was just some missed throws, some overthrows, just missed assignments. Um, it was that situation. So fourth down. Now I did not have a problem with the first fourth down they went for. They ended up converted, but the second one, that was kind of like the offensive line did not hold. They did not block for Nate Carter. And you
Mhm.
talked about that. The offensive line, just as far as in the run game, it was terrible. It was terrible. Um, yeah. So we look at that, and you look at the rushing. For Michigan State, you know, Nate Carter, 19 carries, only 4. He just could not get it going today. But K. Ryan Lynch, he's 9 carries, 101. He had a touchdown, had that big run, 63-yard
Big
touchdown.
one.
Yep, that made it 16-0. Um, so that was one of the difference of the ball game. Just like you said, one for that 63-yard big run. The rushing wouldn't been good, for Michigan
Right.
State at all. Even it really wasn't like that. So you look at Aiden Childs, he has 6 carries for 28 yards. He did get a rushing touchdown for 14 yards. So that was huge on that. So but with the passing game, 10 for 24, 114 yards, no touchdown, 2 interceptions. I mean the interceptions, they gotta clean those up, especially the second interception that he threw. Um, you know, he was a second late on that throw, and the defender was able to look and jump the route, and that's what gave Florida Atlantic that momentum that was able to them um just convert on that only touchdown of the game. So
Mhm.
yeah, so that was able to Florida Atlantic able to get back in that game, because Michigan State, the red zone, especially in the red zone, you cannot turn the ball over in the red zone. And those are opportunities that Michigan State had. They could have had touchdowns and field goals, but when you turn the ball over, especially in the red zone, that's a recipe for disaster. So um,
Absolutely.
it's it's
Absolutely.
it's it's got to be definitely cleaner. But as far as with Florida Atlantic, like I said, their quarterback Fancher, he did, like you said, throw a TD pass. Um, he got 2 interceptions, but they couldn't get nothing going either. You know what I'm saying? They
Uh,
had opportunities, they just could not get nothing going. So um receiving, like I said, nobody did not stood out far as in the receiving, especially in our end. Um Foster, he only had 3 receptions for 23 yards. As soon as he has 2 catches, only for 29 yards. Villy, our tight end that came over from Oregon State. He was one of the best tight ends in the country last year. He only had 1 catch. He was targeted 3 times. He only had 1 catch for 15 yards, and that was early in the game. And they just could not, just could not get him going. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
when you look at it, Bree, man, look at Michigan State. As far as defensively, they was able to get some pressure on their quarterback. 7 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
7 sacks. Their defensive line, they was able to get some pressure. That's what they said we talked about earlier. Their defense kept them in the game. Their defense made plays when they had to make plays. So the stats, like you said, Florida Atlantic, they, as far as with the rushing yards, we outrushed them for 179 to 132. They outpassed us for only by 2 yards. 116 to 114 total yards. We had 293 to their 248. Like I said, it was not a pretty game, for both teams. But Michigan State ended up coming up with the victory. So we definitely happy about that. So
and also too, we haven't touched on this as well as their special teams was very good too. They didn't allow any returns or anything like that. They like just minimal, not that much, not that many yards. Their punting, kick returners really wasn't doing anything. So shout out to the special teams. They did their job too, and Dylan Tatum too. Shout out to him as well. Even though he got that horse collar tackle, to get that penalty, but other than that, he's played well in special teams and everything. So shout out to Dylan Tatum.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. We gotta
and Alontae Brown too. Watch for that name. Watch for that name. That might be a guy in Michigan State that he might be that next guy. Him and Marsh might be them guys.
Absolutely.
Watch out for them.
So, Bree, we got to talk about this, man.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about this subject right here. We got to talk about it. Turnovers and penalties. We got to talk about that, man. This is unacceptable. Michigan State with 3 turnovers at the game, and Florida Atlantic with the 2 turnovers. But 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. We had 2 fumbles, but we end up recovering one of them, and then the other one, with that lost fumble. Those, like you said, red zone turnovers. You can't have those.
No.
You cannot have those turnovers and expect to win the game. This is, like I said, we give credit to the defense more, because the defense, I know they gave only 7 points off the turnovers, but when you turn the ball over, it's a recipe for disaster. Okay,
absolutely.
We know that. And red zone turnovers, we just talked about. Those are points that you left out there. Definitely points you left out. So those turnovers, you got to clean those turnovers, man. You got to clean the turnovers. Got to take care of the football. The penalties. The penalties. I mean, 11 penalties.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, 12 for 140.
12 for you cannot win. You're not going to win many games when those had those type of penalties like that.
Yeah, especially and not to cut it off, but especially with these teams that's in the Big Ten. You can't do that. You can't.
No.
You can't really do it with nobody, but especially teams in the conference. You definitely can't do that, especially if you want to win the conference. Can't do that.
Yeah. 12 penalties and 140. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got the victory, but you got to clean this. And a lot of those penalties was like personal foul penalties.
Hmm.
Guys, you got to be smarter. You got to be mature. You got to be better.
Yeah.
You got to,
Yeah.
this is the thing. I'm quite sure Jonathan Smith is always going to, talk about it in the press conference. Um,
Hmm.
I'm quite sure he's already, he already talked to his team. Like, guys, we got the victory, but it's a lot of things we got to clean up. We got to clean this up in practice. We got to clean this up. We can't make silly mistakes. We can't make these silly, you know, you got to be smart. You got to be disciplined. You can't
Hmm.
take your helmet off. You can't sit up here, just take these cheap personal fouls. You can't do that
Hmm.
because you're setting your team back. You're
Yeah.
setting your team back. I think it's just, that's a lot of penalty yards, and you could have lost this game. Yes, you
Yeah.
won, but those type of things has to be cleaned up.
It does. I mean, you can't have a targeting penalty to get you thrown out of the game either. That's you can't have that at all. And fortunately, we had a player that had a targeting penalty, and they get
Yeah.
thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mentioned before, you had Dylan Tatum with the horse collar. You got,
Yep.
Childs fumbling the ball, but he got it back. You got Foster fumble. So it's like, and then the interceptions. Like you can't do that. I understand it. Yes, it's a young team. It's a lot of transfers from other universities that are here, even though a lot of them came from where Jonathan Smith came from. But it's still new as far as coming to Michigan State. So
Yeah.
and then they have to get, and then the team, they're gonna have to get used to Big Ten physicalness as well. So hopefully they can uh, get used to the Big Ten physicalness when they're playing these teams as when teams in the conference, the team up north, the Wisconsins, Iowas, and all them, and the
Mm-hmm.
states. They have to play physical type football,
Absolutely.
and they gonna test you. They gonna
Mm-hmm.
definitely test you.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. They gonna definitely test it. They say this is stuff that has to be cleaned up. Um, going to next week. We got Maryland, got a Big Ten opponent coming up. You gotta clean those turnovers and penalties, man. That's a lot of penalty yards that you giving up. Especially on the defensive end, the defensive side. You make
Hmm.
boneheaded, errors like that, man. You're setting your team back. You're giving the opposition the opportunity to score.
Hmm.
You cannot let teams get free yards. You got to make them earn it. And Michigan State, they were just giving them so many free yards. It was just unfortunate when the defense made plays. They made plays. They
Absolutely.
made the plays they had to make. Like you said, it was not. It was an ugly win, but we got it done. The defense. If I had to give the game ball to, I'm giving to the defensive line. I'm giving to their defense, but I'm giving
Hmm.
definitely to the defensive line and our linebackers because they will set the tones early and often. So if I'm giving the game, I'm giving them the game ball. That's just plain and
Yeah,
simple. That's
I
plain
agree.
and simple. That defensive line, and that linebackers, they was very good today. So
Hmm. Absolutely.
great.
Absolutely.
We got to
I
talk
agree.
about this lack of offense. Got to talk about it. So offensively, like we just looked over the stats, the Aiden Childs, he was only 10 for 24, 114, two interceptions, no TDs. A lot of it, like you said, his first game, guys, it's just gonna take time for guys to get in real parts, especially in the passing game. You
Mm.
know, the passing game, got to get, trying to continue, to get familiar. But you got like a couple of guys, Aiden Childs, he played with Villian. play with him in Oregon State, you know. But the Monterey Fosters and other guys, it takes them. It takes time. The
Mm-hmm.
more they have the reps, to continue to have the reps, the more they build, the more the confidence is going to be there. Aiden Childs, there's some throws when you looked at it. His throws, when he making deep passes, he was kept overthrowing. Like a couple of footballs maybe sailed on him, but the other ones he was overthrowing and trying to get some big plays, and he overthrew them.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like you said, you mentioned offensive line
Mm-hmm.
not protecting Nate Carter. Saying our number one running back, he had 19 carries for 48 yards. He couldn't get it going. It was a couple of times he was in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Was getting hit because the offensive line was getting pushed around. Doesn't open up the blocks for him. Like I said with Ron Lynch, he got that big run for 63 yards for that touchdown, and that
Mm-hmm.
was one of the turning points of the game. But Michigan State, just after that, they couldn't really get a rhythm, and they couldn't really get it going, especially with Nate Carter. So that offensive line has to get better. They got to pass protect a little better too, because there are times I see Aiden. I don't know, he got sacked. He only got sacked one time, but he was, times he had to run for his life. He
Mm-hmm.
did make some runs, but he had to run for his life a few times. The offensive line has to do better to protect the quarterback and open up, making, open up the holes for Nate Carter in our running game. Because our running game was, like I said, it wasn't that if it wasn't for K run with that big run, our rushing yards would have been terrible.
Yeah,
So the
it would have
offense
been.
is the offense has to be better. Going into Maryland, a Big Ten opponent. We're going into their house, so we got to clean those up. We got to go ahead and take care of business on that. So, Bree, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely the lack of offense for sure on that. It's just and you're right that it wasn't for that running play. That we wouldn't have had the 179 that we got rushing. That
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even happen. And yeah, the offensive line has to get better. They collapsed too many times on both Carter and the other running back we had.
Yep.
And not say the other one. So
Yeah.
um, it's just and you could just see what Aiden Childs he was trying to do too much, like real early, especially that first throw. Like that was a throw he just shouldn't have made. The very first throw of the game where he got intercepted, and that was something he shouldn't have thrown. It was a few of them that he shouldn't have thrown. He had one in, he shouldn't have threw. But it's just this is what happens when you have a young quarterback. He's going to make some mistakes. He's going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But he's a mobile quarterback. So I feel like he should have ran a little bit more when he had open space, because it was times where he had open space and he didn't run,
Yeah.
and he just seemed like he was a little confused. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, that's how a young quarterback with more experience, he'll get better with that. He'll throw the ball more.
Yeah.
So he has to learn from this, man, because he doesn't. But at the same time, he doesn't. Don't run too much, because it's gonna save your body.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to just do a balance. He does, he shouldn't have to do it himself.
No.
He shouldn't have to do it himself.
No.
And it's just and the wide receivers just gotta have better space. They gotta just run routes better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Run routes better for him, because it's like if Childs doesn't have that much space, it's going to be tough for him to throw it when he's not having enough space to throw the wide receivers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have to have better routes. Foster have to do better routes. All these guys got to. And the
Yeah.
offensive line got to get better. They got to block better. They can't get overpowered. You can't get overpowered by this kind of team. You know, not knocking Florida Atlantic or anything or their capabilities or their team, but as a Big Ten team, you can't get bullied around by Florida Atlantic. You can't do that. That is, it doesn't even matter if it's the first game. It's unacceptable when you do that. It's totally unacceptable. Yeah. It was time that this team is better than how this came. Wait, this team is better than this. But this is what we call first game jitters. Who knows? Next week might be better. But you're in a road environment. You're in Maryland, where it's tough to play out there in Maryland. Mm-hmm. It's tough.
Yeah.
So Maryland almost beat Michigan. So it's tough. It's tough there. So it ain't gonna be no slouch. Maryland, you know, they're gonna come to play, and we got to come to play as well. Plain and simple.
Absolutely. We have to come out. We have to, like you said, those things we'll have to clean up. Those turnovers and penalties, we got to clean those things up. And the offense just got to get better, man. They just got to get better. They got to, you know, you can't put your defense out there to the point that got to keep making plays to save your offense. And this is the thing that the ref, you know, more reps for this offense. Like you said, the offensive line, they got to protect it. You know, they got to get Nate Carter going. They got to get that going. So, this guy, man, boy, I'll tell you, this guy. I mean, he just.
I'm not starting with you today. I'm not starting with you. You're not getting me upset today. Nope.
No. I think Big A is more of a closet Michigan State fan. I think he's more of a closet Michigan State fan, man, because he's just like everything he comes up. He always got to bring up Michigan State when it comes. If something happens, he's always bringing them up, you know. But don't let him bring up about Michigan, though. Oh, man.
There's no lies. We bring it up. We are bringing up. We bringing up the mistakes that they making. So we ain't giving them no passes.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about the mistakes. We talking about the positives. So it's all good.
He wants the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat, man. You want to come on in and talk this victory, man. Come on in and talk this victory. I don't, and come in here, you better worry about Fresno State later on tonight. You better worry about Fresno State. You go ahead talking that smack.
Mm-hmm. I hear you talking.
Yeah. Come in here. You talk about all the lies. Ain't no lies.
There's no lies, Monty. There's no lies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's just that has to get cleaned up, man. There's a lot of things that got to get cleaned up. They got to get it cleaned up.
Yeah, they do. And luckily, this is the first game. Mm-hmm. So, and, you know, a lot of teams is going to be like, I mean, look at Colorado. Colorado damn near almost lost themselves. Exactly. And they were a big underdog, a big favorite in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So don't be surprised, because it might be. I mean, look what happened to Florida State. I'm sorry, Florida State fans. I'm sorry. I had to mention it. So Cass
was not happy about that.
My boy Drew is a fan too, so he was a little upset about that.
This guy.
Trouble.
This guy.
Trouble.
This guy.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man. Big Pimpin'?
There he go. Here he go.
You know what? You know, Bree, I got to give you credit, bro. You don't just blindly drink the Sparty Kool-Aid like your boy Daryl over there, man. You know, and this ain't even for you, Bree. This is for Daryl. Because all season long, he told me, we got Aiden Charles. We got Aiden Charles. And
Bro, it's
Daryl,
the first
but
game.
what did I tell you, Daryl? I said, Daryl, that young man, when he was at Oregon State, he played clean up, and when they was up, he ain't really play no quality, snaps like that. Like it wasn't nothing where it was pressure. And you keep saying it's the first game. Yeah, the first game against FAU, bruh.
Bruh,
This wasn't like
FAU.
this. This wasn't like they played a Big Ten team or whatever the case is, and that you can't keep making excuses for that, bro. Like I said, if this was Michigan on the other side, bro, I would be highly, highly disappointed, bro.
I'm
16 to
disappointed.
10.
I'm disappointed. We were just talking about it. I'd say it's an ugly win. I'm not. It's a lot of things need to be cleaned up. We was just talking about it. I know you probably listen. It was a lot of things that got to get cleaned up. You can't have 12 penalties in 140 and expect to keep winning the game.
Man, that's another thing too, dude. Sheesh.
Those are a lot of penalties. You should not be. I'm telling you, that defense, especially the defensive line and them linebackers, they play well. They play well. That defense was the reason why they really won that game.
Yeah.
That defense kept.
Well, this the thing you gotta also look at though, right? And like especially the D line. The D line came on late in the game, right? But the quarterback on the other end couldn't throw, and it was like, I mean, the lack of discipline though. He was getting them with that late slide, but that's part of the game, right? You should have they should have been working on that. Like everybody know that about that quarterback, bro. Like this one, nothing you got to the game and you were surprised about it. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, it ain't like he finna put his shoulder down on nobody. He don't go down, but it's like, why do y'all keep hitting the boy?
Mm-hmm.
And then they got lucky on the one where they turned it when he was short on the first. And honestly, old boy should have been thrown out the game. With the why you throwing the elbow at old boy, knocking his helmet off? Like you got lucky there.
Big Egg. That's not them not being disciplined. You got to be disciplined.
Exactly.
You got to be smarter than that. And that's the thing with those penalties. Like you said, no disrespect to Florida Atlantic, but you can't do that type of stuff against big teams. Like you can't do that.
Bro, you taking the words out of my head because you can see the frustration, and that's where them penalties coming. What you gonna do when you're going against what you gonna do when you're going against a team that got the same quality players you got, if not better?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we was just talking about that. We was just talking about like if you go in the Big Ten play. You play against teams like Michigan, that team up north and stuff. They gonna capitalize on penalties like that.
Most definitely.
They gonna do that. The Texas, the Oregons and stuff. They gonna capitalize on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is this is the first game, and like I said, they gonna have their mishaps and things like that. But this can be like a learning experience for them. Yeah. That this is happening, and they shouldn't have had this many penalties at all. Not at all.
But you know what else is more alarming for me, right? This is the first game. This is the one you tuning up for the opening of the season. Right. How them boys not practicing on this boy taking late slides? That's what he do. That's in his bio. If you look in his bio, it's gonna say he slides late. Watch out for this. Mm-hmm. The announcers kept saying that the whole game, and it's just like, I don't know, man.
They wasn't being smart. They was not being smart. Like I say, we was just talking about before you hopped on. We was talking about the penalties, man. You know what I'm saying? The turnovers. Aiden Childs. That second. I didn't see the first interception, but that second interception that he threw.
Yeah, he stared him down the whole way.
He stayed there the whole way. He would have threw it a second earlier, that would have been a touchdown. But he threw it a second late and stared him down. that's when and that's when made Florida Atlantic got, just so back in the game, and they scored their only touchdown when they score off that turnover.
But I'm gonna tell you what was really scary, bro. You take away Jaden Mango, the running back. You take away that 65-yard run.
Yeah,
State struggled on the ground against a low-level team, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And you gotta think about it. That run was supposed to go through another hole, and dog, he just was a beast and broke that tackle and was out.
Yeah,
Right.
Like that's, ooh.
Yeah,
Right.
me and Bree, we just added to it. Wasn't for that big 63-yard run.
Yeah.
It wasn't for that. That was, our rushing yards, because Nate Carter, he only had 19 carries for 48 yards.
Yeah. And it's the thing, when you come to it, when you playing like low-level teams like that, like I get it, you got to work on your passing, but when it come down to it, bro, you should be able to move. 4th and 1, Nate Carter got hit like 4 yards in the backfield, bro.
Offensive line.
That collapse of that
like,
offensive
ooh.
line. That offensive line got to do better. They got overpowered by Florida Atlantic. They got bullied.
Yeah.
It
was no excuses. No excuses.
Like, I know I talk mess though, but I was literally like, you got to think about it, bro. State didn't score at all in the second half.
No, they didn't.
That's insane, bro.
No, they didn't. And Florida Atlantic did and scored that touchdown.
And I felt like, and I don't know if Durham feel the same way. I felt the way that Florida Atlantic was running their offense. I feel like they should have loaded up more and like that run. They should have made him pass. The football. He passed the ball. He had 2 interceptions. It was at a point where he had more interceptions than passes.
But see, I'm gonna tell you so. But they were so terrified of dude because, it was times when he broke and them DBs had their backs. You gotta think about it in this. It was times where them DBs of Michigan State saved State, dude. Like that open field tackling, and they was like the last ones to make them tackles, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's got to get cleaned up. You can't go into. You can't go into Maryland next week. And
dog.
You can't go
Maryland front 7 is gonna be nasty. Next week, bro. That old line, I was just like, ooh, that old line. And you could tell Charles, after he got hit a couple times, he didn't want to keep running that ball.
Right.
But it was times he could have took off and he didn't, dude.
Yeah, it was we just talked
that's
about
an experience.
That.
That's an experience. That's a young quarterback that's still trying to learn himself and his offense. He's still trying to learn. But that's what comes with experience. He'll learn that more with experience. But with the game, it's just that you can't do nothing if that O-line is getting you killed.
Yeah.
And I want to say this too. Another thing, Aiden Childs, it like you said, it was times when you looked at it that he had opportunities to go ahead and run for first downs and run to get some yards, and he'll run, then stop, and then try to throw the ball. Like, dude, why you just keep running?
But I would tell you though, man. I'm gonna tell you, like, man, sometimes like mentally, bro, like even if you can't get to the quarterback, they tell you hit him. Cause them hits gonna add up, bro. And he gonna remember them, dude.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was an ugly victory, man. But it was real ugly. But we'll take the victory. Yeah, but it's good. If I had to give it a grade, much as I love my team, if I had to give it a grade, I'm giving a C-.
Daryl, you told me y'all was gonna only lose 2 games this season. After seeing this game, ain't no way you can still think that, bro.
I don't know. I might have to rethink that.
It's still early. It's still early. They might
Nah,
do
bro.
the unthinkable.
Nah, bro.
They might.
Nah, bro.
Matter of fact,
You got. Go ahead.
matter of fact, we gonna go ahead, since this has been the Michigan State show. We're gonna, since you on here, Big A, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna talk about your team.
Oh
Your,
no,
talking
you
about?
not.
no,
No, you not.
no. We're gonna talk about your team.
Oh.
What they're gonna do tomorrow. I want your input. What they're gonna do tomorrow against Fresno State? I just want to hear this.
I'm about to take these headphones off.
Oh, we're gonna win. We're gonna win for sure. I think with Michigan. I mean, there's rumors they saying that Davis Warren might be the starter, but I know we're gonna play both quarterbacks. So, but I know most definitely we're gonna establish ourselves on the run game. That's where we gonna start that off. So, and I don't honestly, bro, unless Fresno State has a trick play up their sleeves, bro, I don't see how they're gonna score on our defense. Like that's where I don't see where they're gonna score on our defense. And like I say, I'm not gonna take nothing from Fresno State or whatever the case is, because they spread offense, But yeah, our defense is I'm telling you now, a lot of people. I know we lost a lot of people to the draft and stuff, but a lot of people don't realize, man. Michigan, we played a lot of people last year, bro. And Fresno State offensive line, they ain't about to see no front seven like we got, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all a name y'all need to keep an eye on. Jason Barham. I'm telling you, y'all heard it. I'm telling you, he's that linebacker that transferred from Maryland, bro. Oh, bro.
I know exactly who he is.
I'm telling you, man. Michigan defense gonna be nasty, bro.
I mean, ask you, any concerns? Do you have any little concerns?
I do. I mean, as far as defense, I will say I want to see what corner look like opposite of Will Johnson, which I'm confident in it though, because I like Jair Hill. They saying that he gonna be the starter, and I think he got some dog in him, and I like that about him. I do want to see that. I mean, and of course, I want to most definitely see our quarterback play. I mean, that's for sure. I'm gonna tell you this: if I was Michigan, and which I think they kind of already was doing, I'd take a page out of what Georgia Tech did with Haynes King last week against Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Haynes King didn't have to throw a bunch of balls downfield, but all he had to do was keep drives alive and use them legs. That's all he had to do.
So let me ask you this: do you think do you think it's gonna be too much for Donovan Edwards this year to have all them carries? Because he ain't used to all them carries.
No, I think honestly, I believe he ready for it. I mean, if it ain't no time, the time is now, dog. Like you going to the league next year, and thing about it is he ain't gonna have to do it all himself. Because I mean, with our backfield, a lot of people sleeping on our backfield too. We got a backfield, dog. Like our backfield is gonna surprise a lot of people. They ain't gonna just have to be Donovan Edwards. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Like I don't know what people got to realize by now. If you know one thing about Michigan, that ball is going to be ran. So I ain't worried about that part.
For sure.
I ain't worried about it.
So, do you have any little? You have any good or any concerns with Sharon Moore? Now he's y'all new head coach now. Is anything you kind of like you little concerned and you're confident about him? What are your thoughts,
bro? The only concerns I would have for Sharon Moore was last year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when he had to go through that stretch without Harbaugh, them last 3 games. And just the way they didn't miss a beat, and honestly, the offense opened up a little bit more too. You know what I'm saying? Because as we know, Harbaugh is power, 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 tight end, power, 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 tight end. So I think a lot of people gonna see a lot more to our offense now that Sharon Moore. To me, I just think, man, like right now at this point of where he's at, he's coming into one of the best spots. You got to think as a first time coach. You were just a part of a staff that went 15-0 and won the national championship. You are going to be given some rope. You know what I'm saying? And he was a huge part of that. A huge, like all the guys, you got to think about it. He was like the main recruiter for Michigan. So the team, the guys respect him, all of that. And that's really the part of, you got to think about it, bro. With Harbaugh leaving, bro, we didn't lose no players like everybody said it was going to be. Everybody said it was going to be a mass exodus. We kept our players, dude. We kept our players, dude. I mean, you lost some here and there, but like as far as like, man, the only one I can say I was mad that we lost, which I kind of understood why he left, was Keon Sabb, because he didn't want to really play that more of that rotation role. You know, he wanted to be a full-time center. I mean, that's why he went to Alabama. But other than that, we ain't lose nobody.
Yeah. So they said, first game tomorrow for well,
Yeah.
today is the Saturday, so well, not in your time zone yet, Big A.
Right.
But it's definitely y'all say Fresno State. Cause look, man, y'all the defending champions. Yeah, you got at the Fresno State. I'm quite sure y'all definitely gonna win that game. A tough one against Texas, man. You got a tough one against Texas.
But you know what? That's what I'm gonna say about Texas too, man. And like I say, I'm not gonna say I wasn't worried about Texas, but when they start having them injuries, dude, like them losing that running back, that's a major part of their offense, bro.
Yeah.
That's a major part. You talking about them losing him would be like us losing Donovan Edwards, dog. Like, and we can't and injuries part of the game, and they lost another one of their running backs, so that makes their running back room a little vulnerable for sure. They lost some of the receivers, even though I know they got more receivers. But another thing I'm going to say, bro, is our defensive line, bro. I'm going to say it as far as our starters, it's going to be better than what it was last year, bro. It's gonna be better than what it was last year, bro.
Well, like you said, we'll see. I know y'all take care of business against Fresno State.
Yeah.
Y'all take care of them. All seriousness, y'all will. But Texas is gonna be the one of the tests y'all have to go through.
Yeah, and the thing about it, I mean, we couldn't have no more perfect opponent than Fresno State, because Texas is gonna want to come out throwing that ball. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a nice tune-up for us, to go through Fresno State, because that's what their offense is built on. Passing that ball, that whole, spread offense, try to get rid of the ball quick, all of that stuff. So, I think it's gonna be good, man.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be good. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. And I even posted on Facebook. I said I can't even take credit for this. I knew y'all was gonna beat FAU, but I was like, bro, like honestly, I'm like, whoa. And like I kept trying to tell a lot of people that we got one of the top rated quarterbacks in the transfer portal and this and that. And it's just like, man, you gotta look at that stuff. You gotta look at it a little different, man. It's different when you coming in behind DJ Ungalele, y'all up 20 and all of that. It's different. And once again, I'm gonna say this. It's different in that Big Ten, dog. It's different. It's different.
Very
it's
different.
Of course, that team that's below us, them and Oregon's favorite to win the Big Ten.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe that.
Hey, Daryl, you got to say it right. That other team.
I said that team that's below us.
Yeah, that's far. That's that SI is saying that's gonna win the national championship.
Yeah,
They
okay.
think that they're gonna win the national
Yeah,
championship.
okay.
You know, this would get me right. This is what get me right. Like they keep talking about, oh, this the most talented team Ohio State had. Da, 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 da. When has Ohio State ever had a lack for talent, bro? Like when? Like where? They killing me with this narrative, bro. Like Ohio State ain't just always had talent. It ain't. They just soft, bro. Like.
Yeah, they projecting them. Yeah, come on. Yeah, they
dude, like the thing with Ryan Day, bro. He's like he just worried about the fancy stuff, dude. You know, he want all these receivers. Dude, last year they said they had 18 receivers on their roster, bro. 18, bro. What are you doing with 18 receivers? 18. And another thing that they're not talking about with them is they offensive line, bro. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
They said
now, Oregon,
yeah.
I will say, Oregon, you know, they have a good opportunity, but one thing they keep, I'm kind of like, y'all keep talking about Oregon, and they saying Oregon defense. Oregon couldn't stop Washington. Oregon could not stop Washington.
Twice.
And look what happened. Yeah, twice. And look what happened when Washington had to play a Big Ten defense.
But you know, the Pac-12 is known for not playing no defense.
Exactly, bro. And that's what it's getting me when they talk about this Oregon defense. I'm like, where? Like where? That's just like, what is USC problem? Defense.
And they got Dylan Gabriel winning a Heisman this year. The quarterback.
You know what though? I can see that though. I honestly can see that because he gonna get the numbers for sure. You just think about look what Bo Nix did. You know what I'm saying? And Dylan Gabriel's a better athlete than Bo Nix. And just that offense, dude. Mm-hmm. I can see it.
Yeah, kind of like a Marcus Mariota a little bit.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Big A. I'm tired of hearing about that school of Columbus.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired.
They've been hurting for talent. Like, come on, man. Like, they ain't never hurting for talent.
So these are the two teams they have in the national championship this year. Sports Illustrated, that team up north, and they got Georgia.
I honestly, bro, I was gonna say, I think Georgia gonna win it all. Georgia mad from last year, bro, and Georgia gonna come out cracking some heads, bro. Telling you,
Georgia's.
Georgia. That's who I got winning it all.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm thinking it's gonna be man, I hate to say Oregon, bro, because they don't play no defense, bro. I don't care what narrative these people trying to push, bro. And that playoff gonna be different, man, with 12 teams, bro. You know, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish, man. And when you catch that stride, man. So,
yeah. And I think with the playoff, with the extra teams, that's gonna be better for college football, and it's gonna have more expected high draft picks to play these games, because normally if they not in the top 4, they're gonna be sitting them out. They're not even gonna play. So with the 12, that's gonna have more players playing. So I think that's gonna be a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but you know the thing about that though, we all gonna say that, right? So one of these dudes blow their knee out or something for those couple extra games.
Yep.
That's gonna be the thing, bro.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta think about it, bro. That's still gonna, and that's the thing we gotta look at, man. Because do I play that early game to risk it? So that we gotta see how that's gonna work out, man.
Yeah.
Cause I don't think it's a guarantee. Like everybody gonna play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's
That's true. Yeah, man, Big A, man. Listen, this gonna be an interesting college football. It started off already with Georgia Tech being Florida State. I think Florida State should be Florida State. They saying that Florida State still have opportunity to win the ACC. They can still get in a college football playoff. Even they just lost to ACC. Bro. They just lost to Georgia Tech, bro.
Well, the only reason if they win the ACC, that's the thing, because your conference, you win your conference, you get an automatic bid. You know what I'm saying? But we got to see what Miami looking like, because that's another team. Mm-hmm. Oh, Cristobal down there, he on the hot seat, bro.
Mm-hmm. He don't. Yeah, Clemson, another team. Clemson, another one.
Yeah, but I think Dabo don't kind of. I mean, where Clemson gonna go to now? I mean, Dabo he brought him back. You know what I'm saying? Dabo, his problem is he just needs to adjust to the new times. That's the only thing wrong with him.
Mm-hmm. And he want to stick to this the old school way. Like, bro, you got to change it. You got to change it, bro.
And that's what cost Jimbo Fisher. See, he wanted to play that same style, and it just didn't work. He tried it at Texas A&M, that didn't work, and that's what cost him his job.
But one thing too, also with Jimbo, he thought he was just gonna buy him a championship.
Oh
you know, you paying all them players to go down there, and then all that stuff ain't work out too. So
I think that seemed like with Ryan Day a little bit too, because he's under, because the thing is, everybody and I know y'all seen this too on First Take and all Get Up and all they talk about. Oh, this is now or never for Ryan Day. It's like. And I know, Big A, you gonna test to this, absolutely. Like Ryan Day, if I'm not mistaken, since he beat all these other teams in the Big Ten and all this shit, but had not beat Michigan. He has not. He has not beat Michigan.
I honestly believe this. You know, Ryan Day had them all drinking that Kool-Aid. Oh, the only reason why they beat me is because of the whole Connor Stallions thing, which all of that is falling apart, because what else was brought up not too long ago? Man, Willie was talking about this. Well, a lot of people forgetting back in 2017, or was it 2016, one of those, Baylor had a coach at the Oklahoma and Tulsa game.
That's right.
He was on their staff. And guess how many games he got suspended? One game. One game. So, that's why I said that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. So I was about to say, all this whole Connor Stallions, this and that and this, and like, bro, get out of here with that, man. This man was actually on the Baylor staff, bro. The wide receivers coach. And the man only got suspended one game, bro.
I know Big A, I was talking my mess about y'all ain't gonna beat that school. Now, listen, y'all beat them 3 times in a row. Even I know, prior to that, before they was beating y'all like crazy with what's the name was coaching there, with what's his name, Urban Meyer. Yeah, was coaching in all the Jim
Don Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, you Don Brown, your guy, used to be your guy.
No, that ain't my guy, bro. That's Willie guy.
But I'm gonna say this too: if he don't beat Michigan this year, he's done.
Oh yeah, he's done.
He's done. You can't go 4 years without losing.
Yeah, and he got 2 things he got to do. He got to beat Michigan, and he got to win the national championship, bro.
Yeah, he does.
If he get out of that, like he don't win that national championship, oh man, you know how he gonna get fried, bro. Mm-hmm. Man, y'all went out there and spent $20 million on a roster.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it can't
20
get
million, bro.
yep, and can't get it. Yep, can't get it done. But that's their problem. You know,
Yeah.
that's their problem. They that's on them
That's
Mm-hmm.
something they got to worry about. We ain't even worried about what's going on over there. They can
because
they can have as
they
many
got it
problems as possible.
because they ain't got an easy schedule either. They ain't
They
got an
do got it
easy.
easy. All they play is Michigan and Oregon.
Oh, that's right. I
Oh,
don't
they
think
play Penn State too. That's it.
yeah.
They play Penn State, but Penn State horrible.
Yeah, we.
Penn State
I think
And
horrible.
Penn
y'all,
State.
I don't even think y'all play them this year.
No, they don't.
No, who?
Of course not. Of
No,
course
they don't.
not.
No, they don't play them this year.
Who
No,
you
they
talking about?
don't.
Penn State?
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
don't play them this year.
No, now that's who got an easy schedule. Penn State. All they play is Ohio State, and that's it.
Well, they do play us too.
Yeah. Yeah, Penn State horrible though.
Man, yeah, I think I know. In all serious, I think James Franklin is overrated, coach. Man, I think he's
Oh
really
heck
overrated.
yeah, bro. Heck yeah, man.
Ain't no way
James
you tell
Franklin.
you been. Ain't no way you tell you been there that dang on long. You ain't won the Big Ten. You ain't even got to the Big Ten championship. You ain't you got all you. That's another thing. I agree with you, Big. Well, this is the talent that you so called got. You for
Oh, dude,
so
last year
called.
was his. Yeah, that was his best roster. And man, please.
Man, y'all ran the ball
32 straight times.
straight times, bro.
Well, they do got
They,
West Virginia, so we'll see how that works.
that ain't guaranteed they're gonna
Yeah.
beat West Virginia.
No. No, West,
That ain't
West Virginia. West Virginia already on their head too.
yeah, they ain't guaranteed they're gonna beat West Virginia.
No.
They ain't guaranteed. Because I won't be surprised West Virginia beat them. I won't be surprised.
Me neither.
Because Penn State is overrated, man. They
And they
overrated.
gotta go at USC too.
Well,
They gotta go at USC. At
USC don't.
Wisconsin.
Well, Lincoln Riley, he should be on the hot seat this year. That's another coach. Definitely should be on the hot seat this year. There ain't no way you tell me. Ain't no way you tell me that you supposed to be so offensive guru and this is third, and you supposed to be this good coach, and you can't. You can't. You can't have a team that play defense. The same shit he did at Oklahoma.
Mhm.
And then you know that Oklahoma was going to the SEC. You ran your ass over there to the Pac-12. Now you in the Big Ten. You can't keep. You ain't gonna keep running.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna keep running because you know if he would have stayed at Oklahoma and going to SEC, he would have got ran out the SEC in a hurry.
Yeah.
He would have got ran out of there. Especially though, like Oklahoma had to play Georgia or Alabama, LSU, man. And look, low key, Missouri ain't no fucking joke either.
No, they not.
Missouri is a good team.
Mhm.
Missouri used to be shitty. Missouri
was
is a
running.
good fucking team. But I'm just saying,
Running from this.
yeah, you're running. Like, bro, Lincoln Riley, to me, he another overrated coach, bro. I agree with much as Paul Feinbaum, talk crazy talk on, he going, talking his talk. But he was absolutely, I could agree with everything he was saying about Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is just what he is. He's what he is, bro. He's overrated. Brian Kelly, another one. He another coach. Overrated to me. You ain't couldn't get nothing done in Notre Dame. I could say he went to the national championship, got their ass whooped by Alabama. Wasn't even close. You ran your ass to LSU. Because, okay, yeah, you went for the money. Okay.
He knew he was about to get fired at Notre Dame, too, though.
Yeah. He ran his ass, He ran his ass over there. Brian Kelly, another one. Another overrated coach, bro. It's just, I don't know, bro. But yeah, Big A, man. I like you say, y'all gonna beat that school down south, man. Down there in Columbus. Y'all gonna beat them. Because I think
You
y'all
know the
got to go
thing
to.
I say. All we need to do is, like I said, we don't need our quarterback. We don't need you to be. All we need to do is what Cade McNamara did. Keep drives alive when we need it. That's it. Cause our
Yeah.
defense, bro, our defense gonna be nice, bro. Nice.
Hey, Big A, I want you to say the same thing October 26th, though. I want you to say
What's
the
up?
same thing
What's
October
October?
26th.
What's October 26th?
October 26th. You already know. You already know. You already know who coming to y'all place this year.
They talking about y'all,
Oh, yeah.
bro. Y'all had trouble blocking FAU today.
Hey, just get
That's a
ready.
learning experience. It's a learning curve.
Okay.
It's a learning curve.
I'm just saying. I want to see how good Alex Orgy is, bro. I want to see how good he is this year.
Yeah.
I want to see how good
I
he
just
is.
want to hear the announcers just say orgy. I know I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. I'm gonna be laughing. Did he say that on national television? What?
I'm just saying. I look. I don't. He ain't, to me. He ain't better than Aiden Childs. Yeah, Aiden Childs didn't have a good game today, but
He ain't
I don't
gotta
think
be better than. That's the thing you gotta remember. We ain't looking for him to be better, bro. We just need you to win. That's the one
Okay.
thing y'all gotta remember out of Michigan, bro. Michigan don't care about how ugly the win is, bro. Like they just want the win. That's it.
Okay. I just remember, man, we getting our Paul Bunyan Trophy back this year, bro. It's coming back where it
Yeah.
belonged to East Lansing, bro. It's coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, that 49,
I,
that 49 is it. What y'all did last year, bro. You know we was already broken up, bro. You already know we was going through the whole Mel
I'm
Tucker
telling you,
situation.
dog. I'm telling you this now, bro. I don't think y'all realize how dominant our dude. I'm telling you, dog.
Okay.
That D line, that defense coming.
Okay. And you
Telling
see
you, bro.
Michigan State defense today. You seen that, especially that D line. You seen that today. You seen that.
See
You
that
see.
quarterback breaking on y'all.
He ain't got no trust in us. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Don't
Listen,
trust.
we're gonna clean
Don't
up against
trust.
Maryland. We're gonna clean up against Maryland next week. We're
Learning
gonna
So
curve.
clean,
let,
Learning curve.
we're gonna
so
clean
let
up
me
against
ask you
Maryland.
this: y'all beating Maryland?
Oh, we're gonna beat Maryland. We're gonna beat them. It's gonna be
Yeah.
close, but we're gonna beat them. Maryland's not no slouch. They're a good team.
Okay.
And they gave y'all a scare last year. Because y'all was in, I think y'all was in Maryland.
They should have won. Let's be clear. They should have won.
Maryland
But
Maryland
hey,
just could not. They just could not capitalize on. They just could not capitalize on. They had
Listen,
a lot of
well,
opportunities.
they had DJ Yuba Duba 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 Duba. So you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. They had some opportunities against y'all defense last year, bro. It's just y'all took advantage of them. They just could not capitalize the opportunities.
listen, bro. If today was the fifth, we'll all be drunk, bro. You
Uh,
can if this and if that all
I'm
you
just,
want to.
I'm just saying.
So,
I'm just
I
saying.
mean,
I mean, we like I said, Michigan State. We not gonna take Maryland. We're not gonna take them lightly, man. We know it's a Big Ten opponent. We know we're gonna go out there. We're gonna play better than we played today. I tell you that much. But
I
it's
mean,
gonna
you
be
ain't got a
close.
choice.
We gonna we gonna. I feel good. We're gonna go 2-0. I
If
feel
you
like
play
we're
like
gonna
y'all
go.
did,
Huh?
I mean, even before tonight, I always said that I was gonna lose to Maryland. I didn't think I was gonna beat Maryland, but you can't play like y'all did tonight, man.
Mm, mm, it didn't look good. It did not look
Bro,
good.
I'm gonna just tell you this, bro. Like it all starts in the trenches, dog. When you ain't good, that's one thing that you don't fix by the next week.
I'm just saying. We'll
Tell
see.
you that, bro.
We'll see, man. Definitely, we'll see. I'm telling you this though. We're getting our revenge this year, October 26th. We're getting
Okay.
our revenge. I'm telling you that now. Jonathan Smith gonna get his first win against Michigan this year.
Man,
Watch.
y'all ain't even got the horses in the stable, bro. To even.
Okay. Okay.
Man.
Okay. I want, matter of fact, I'm telling you, you already know. When Michigan loses to Michigan State, I don't want to hear the excuses. I want you on the show. I want you to show your face. I don't want you coming with excuses. I want you to just get like I did for y'all.
And you gotta wear Michigan State gear too.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, bro.
We listening.
There's one thing you gotta understand.
Okay.
Hey,
I
there you
want to hear the second thing.
He talking low because he's sleepy. That's what he is. He talking
No,
low because he's sleepy.
Nah, he just had some barbecue. That's why he's sleepy.
Yeah, no, I'm freaking doing up this T-shirt order me and my wife got.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah. You still doing that T-shirt thing? I totally forgot.
Oh.
And happy birthday to your little man, bro.
Oh, thanks, man.
What's up? Happy
Doing his
birthday
little
to him.
party and stuff tomorrow. But Daryl, you said that last year, right? And then when Michigan beat y'all, you came up with the excuse. Oh man, we was we was broken up, man. Blah 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 this and that, right?
Bro.
And
We got male tucked. That's what happened. We got tucked. We got
Come on.
tucked.
Bro.
he coming for his money too.
I mean, he has the right because they terminated. It was wrong. Well, the way how they terminated him without him getting his statement, that was pretty wrong. But it was.
I knew he was gonna do that though. I knew he because they used that situation to fire him.
Mm-hmm. Michigan State was wrong for that. You terminate him before he even got a chance to make his statement. His term. Y'all listen to her. Y'all listen to her.
And what's crazy is because they leaked that whole situation, which it wasn't even supposed to be leaked.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to pay that man.
Yeah, they gotta pay that man. Man, he should get every bit of that money that they own. But that's another subject for another day. But
hopefully you get another coaching job. Hopefully.
Oh no, that's gonna be
that.
Bro, you gotta think about this man. Like, I just don't get him, dog. It's like out of all the females, like you gonna mess with one who already was talking about she was, whatever her situation was. Was it back in Oregon, right? I think that's what it was. Bro, come on.
Yeah, you can't put yourself. Tucker can't put yourself in that situation, bro. You cannot,
bro. Like, bro, you're a married man, bro. You ain't had no business doing no parts of that.
Yeah, even though you separate from you still legally married, bro. You separate from your wife, you know what I'm saying, but you still legally married. You can't put yourself in that situation, bro. You can't. But that's a lesson learned for Tuck.
He thought he would get away with it. It didn't happen. So
no, and then for all people, bro, heard that was a sexual assault advocate. Out of all people, bro, you can't do that, bro.
No, bro.
At all. My guy Big A came through on the show, man. We definitely thank you, bro. You always love. Yeah, man. Always showing love, man. We talk our smack by our teams, man, but it's all love, man.
It's all love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I know one thing, like I tell them, I'm serious about what I'm saying. We October 26th, we getting our revenge.
I ain't worried about that. What y'all think about Colorado?
Colorado still need a lot of work to do.
This is my thing, bro. Deion got to get outside of himself and his son. Like, y'all had a concert after barely beating North Dakota State, bro.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, they had a concert in the locker room with Big Extra Blood.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Yes, bro.
You can't make this up.
Concert in the locker room. He got to stay in the locker room.
Damn. But,
Damn.
but you know what? You cannot. I mean, should Travis Hunter?
Yeah, he a dog.
Oh yeah, he a beast. He a beast.
But like I'm gonna tell people this because I know everybody's saying, "Oh man, he took 2 plays off, off the field." Listen, bro, he ain't doing that against no real team. Like I'm gonna
No,
tell you that
No.
he ain't playing all those snaps against no real
Yeah.
team. Like,
Yeah.
man,
not in the Big 12. Nope.
he can do that against the dang on
North
small
Dakota.
teams like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they defense is terrible. They
Oh, my
defense.
God.
Oh man, Shiloh Sanders did not play a good game. He
No.
was getting beat a lot.
Yeah.
He should not be wearing that 21 number. He should wear another number.
right,
Uh,
man. I'm gonna get up out of here, fellas. Man, I had to come kick it with y'all for a little bit.
man, very appreciate you,
So,
Big A,
Big
man. Coming through.
A.
Big
All
A
right, bro.
coming through. All right, then.
All right,
Have a
man.
good one, man.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
too,
bro.
man.
But yeah, man.
Yes,
so
sir. Good to have him
definitely,
on
man.
too.
Good to have them all. But yeah, man. Bree, any final thoughts, man, before we jump out of here, man? Any final thoughts about this Michigan State, victory?
Yeah, man. Well, first, I want to say thanks to Big A for coming on, man. Definitely thanks to him, man. Always, showing love. But with this game, man, it's the first game. They're gonna make some mistakes and stuff, and they got to get better in all facets, man. It's just Florida Atlantic really should have won this game, but they have to use the game for next week to learn from. You're gonna be on the road. You're gonna be in a hostile environment in Maryland. So just use this game and the mistakes you've made and even positive. Use that against Maryland.
Mhm.
Anytime it's a growing pain moment. He's going to get better in the season with the more experience he has. Hopefully this offensive line can block better against Maryland.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully these receivers can make better routes. Make better routes. Do something. But this defense, if the defense could play and save this team like they played the way that they played this game, we're gonna have a good defense. Hopefully we don't wear this defense out. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that Maryland game. Hopefully this defense does not stay on the field too long for them to get tired. I want this offense to be, have the offense and be, run their plays and run time of possession. I don't want the defense to be out there 30, 40 minutes. You can't have that. You're going to make them tired. But all in all, man, hard fought win. The win is a win, even throughout the mistakes and the struggles and everything like that. Hey, they won. But they got to get better in all facets, man. Limited turnovers, no interceptions. And if A. Childs got to list, he can't try to do too much. Even in the first throw, he tried to do too much to Foster. That was a throw he shouldn't have made. But it comes with the growing pains. But hopefully they will get better. And I know they will get better. We'll just have to see it against Maryland. But hey, man, I just look at it as a learning experience. This Florida Atlantic team. Who knows? Florida Atlantic might be a good team this year.
Mhm.
You never know. But hey, man, I'm not worried about this team right now. Concerns, yeah, but I'm not worried about this team this early into the season. So, hey, man, I think they'll do well though. They'll do well. So I'm not gonna be worried about them so far now. Not after the first game.
No, me either. I'm not gonna worry about this first game. Like I said, the jitters. I'm not. like I said, has some concerns. Go green, go white. I got some concerns, but like I said, the turnovers and penalties got to clean those up. You got to be disciplined. Got to play disciplined football. Coach Jonathan Smith is going to get these guys. The coaching staff is going to get those guys to buy in, to get the guys to play smart, disciplined football. Like I said, you're playing a Big Ten opponent, Maryland, coming up next week. So definitely, like you said, some things got to be cleaned up. Offensively, like you said, you gotta protect Aiden Childs. You gotta open up the running game for Nate Carter. You know what I'm saying, and Kayron and those guys. You gotta open up. Oh, you gotta protect our quarterback. Better. And we get our receivers to get some opportunity to make some to get some catches, get some receptions out there, and so make some plays out there. Get our tight end. Not quite sure. We got to get our tight end Veland more involved. Like I say, he been targeted 3 times. He only got 1 catch for 15 yards. That's unacceptable. So I'm not quite sure. This is a lesson learned. To understand that this team. They're gonna make some adjustments, and they're gonna, like I said, Maryland's a tough opponent, Big Ten opponent. Cannot take them lightly. We just got to go out there, go in their place, and like I said, hope it's gonna be a close game. Go out there, take care of business, and come out, with the victory next week. So, like I said, it's good to have college football back. It's good to see our Michigan State back. Definitely. It's definitely good to see them back out there. So, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. Looking forward to next week and looking to see what adjustments going to be made when they say during practice. What had they cleaned this? Look for next week. Had they cleaned up those turnovers and penalties? But yeah, like I said, it's just the first game. So we definitely see how it goes, man. So, but yeah. We'd like to give a shout out to, the people that was, that came, was watching our channel. I know it's late. The shout out to Bree that's lost connection, but got to get a shout out to, the guys, that was watching the channel. Hopefully, make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe to the bottom of the ticket across the screen right here. Make sure you continue to hit the like and subscribe to D313XP. Myself, known as Jay and Bree, and our guy Owen16 on the down, and also our other guys out there, Dynasty Sports Network, man. Big A, say that came through on the show, Big Willie Styles, Cass, King, Zell, Culture Boy Juan, Also make sure, Coach of Detroit, to make sure it's all happening in fashion, and also too, we got our guy Bree back. We lost you, Bree.
It just went out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you good? But yeah, man, just we say about to go ahead and end this show, man. It's been a great.
One more thing, y'all. To all y'all Michigan State fans out there, man, they having an event tomorrow. It's between 2 to 5. It's at the McDonald's. It's going to be on 4015 West Saginaw Highway in Lansing, and then it's basically it's a fundraiser for Marion Smith. Unfortunately, he lost his mother early in the month from breast cancer. So they're gonna have an event tomorrow from 2 to 5 at McDonald's, and McDonald's is gonna donate 15% of all sales during the event to the Smith family. So and they're gonna have Michigan State players there. They're gonna have A. Childs, Jordan Hall, Nick Marsh, and Dylan Taylor. And then they're also gonna have Jason Strayhorn and Cedric Irvin do the Sparta MSU podcast there from 2 to 2:45. So anybody that's going to be around that area or just want to show support or drive there and get the support, and they're going to have an event from 2 to 5, or if you want to just meet the players and just show your support for for the family and everything. Just do that. But I had to say that too. I had to
Absolutely,
say that.
man. Absolutely. We definitely show the love and support, you know what I'm saying, for our Michigan State family, man. Definitely, man. So it's definitely exciting. Definitely the time that you come out to show support the love and, for our Michigan State family, man. So they are like family to us. So, yeah, man. Thank you, Bree, for, bringing that announcement up, man.
So
Very appreciate you with that, man. So, so come to the end of the show. Like I said, man, it's had a great go green, go white, baby. Michigan State with the victory, 16-10. Um, like you said, it was an ugly victory, but we came out with it. You know what I'm saying? We start the season 1-0. Like you said, Spartan football, Spartan Nation, baby. You seen the background, you seen the jerseys, you seen the hats, you seen the shirts, you seen the flag, you see all that. We Michigan State all day, man. You see the helmets, all that. So we Michigan State all day, man. So we definitely going to bring you some more Michigan State content. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So we're definitely going with myself and Breed, and more likely, hopefully Noma's Jay at some point will come with his cheeses and Modelo, but yeah, we're definitely gonna bring y'all some Michigan State content, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that, man. As that being said, this is your boy DC1 Breed right here. We signing out this late. Have a good night. Peace out. Catch y'all in the next mother freaking video. Go green, go white, or go home. Peace.